Hello, friends. Did you ever meet someone who is truly remarkable and a blessing in your life? Sometimes that same person is a nightmare for others, but is a complete encouragement and source of so much truth in your life and help. I remember in eighth grade having a teacher named Miss Tosti, and Mrs. Tosti was amazing. And I heard horror stories about this eighth grade English teacher, how nobody wanted her because she was so hard. But man, she took my little cold body and made me more into a diamond than many teachers I had over the years. I've had some great teachers, but Mrs. Tosti was a real gift from God. And I remember in eighth grade, her being an avid reader, and I hated reading. And she made me read this like 350-page book. And I was like, oh. And not only did she make me read it, but she made me painstakingly take notes and write a report on it. I was devastated. And she would say, you're going to read so many books in your life that you're probably not going to remember. So you take notes so you can go back and get the highlights. And I'm like, how would you not remember what books you read? Well, in eighth grade, you've read like a total of like 10 books. But as you get older, the more you read, the more knowledgeable, the more understanding, the more truth, the more effective you become. So if you look through history, some of the greatest leaders were avid readers, but more than anything, we read our Bibles and get the source of all truth, right? Well, anyways, a couple weeks ago, a friend of mine sent me a link to a podcast by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad author. And I remember listening to him and his guest and thinking, I've heard about this Rich Dad, Poor Dad book for years. I should probably read it, kind of get a better understanding of it. But something inside me was like, man, that sounds familiar. And then completely separate, about 3 days ago, I get this crazy food poisoning, cold, I don't know what it is. And I'm looking through my phone for some notes because I can't think straight. And I come across this 2 pages of notes from 2014 on the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book that I read and took notes on because Mrs. Tosti trained me. So I was able to, in 5-10 minutes, read through the high points. Now I could read the book again and get more out of it or have a different understanding of it. But because she taught me, if you're going to do something, do it right, take notes the first time, I have the notes for Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I got all the highlights that hit me back in 2014. So what this is an encouragement for you to take notes as you read books, also for you to read good quality books, and a thank you to Mrs. Tosti for giving us great advice in the 8th grade that I'm still benefiting from today. So I'm David Pasqualone with the Remarkable People podcast and Ascend to Glory, which is our company you can find at davidpasqualone.com. But again, the whole purpose of life is to glorify God, help each other grow. And I'm thankful for great men and women like Mrs. Tosti in my life and teaching me life skills that matter. Thanks, Mrs. Tosti. And to you, have a great day and see you in the next episode. Ciao.